the deal, yo? My apologies, running a bit late. Yeah, I think there's some. I had some dad things to do. Yeah, but like, for real, how come TYG isn't a thing in your chat? I don't know. I don't know. Yo, you gotta ask the mod god. Ask the mod god to put that in there. Sells this session looking nice. Honestly, I have not looked at the charts since we smacked the market for 150 pips this morning. All right, turned it off. All right, let's get into a breakdown. Got a whole bunch of people here. Sorry to keep you waiting. All right, we are bullish on the weekly, and we finally flipped. So we're looking to fill the wicks, all right? We're looking to see if we can tap 2,000 here. Very interesting. So the 4 hours closed bullish as well. We're tapping this resistance, but I feel like we're gonna fill this wick. There's a lot. This is a strong rejection. It's fucking 130 pip wick. Was the last time we came up through here? Remember we spoke about the move that we're mirroring? It's kind of been doing that same thing here. Hey, Green, don't you have access to Nightbot? I thought you had access to Nightbot. It doesn't work here. That command. But this is where we're at right now. Looking to come up and fill this area. So that's what I'm looking for on the higher time frame. And if that's what we're gonna do, I think we can establish some kind of support in this area once we close above. So let's see where that would be. Sorry, I'm OCD like that. All right, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for us to close above 87 to continue the drive up, but we have 40 pips to go, right? So if we can find some kind of support, maybe above 83 here, above 84 flat, I would be okay with taking some buys into the resistance, knowing we have to tap it, and then be break even once we get there. And if we do come down, where can we look for buys? What the fuck is that? Okay. At this point, if we come down and break 77, I will look for sells. I'm not looking for buys in this area, but I will look for buys if we tap 72.53. That's over 100 pips away. I highly doubt that we're going to do that tonight, if we do that at all. But the immediate ranges that we're going to play right here at 1987.13 and 1977.11. This is our 100 pip range on the hourly. We'll zoom in a little on a smaller time frame, see what we have. This was the wrong thing to draw. Right there. Here's the thing, we're extremely bullish, right? If we close in about 40 minutes above the most recent here at 1983.79, I'm looking to fill this range. Small wick, big bottom wick. As long as we get a bottom wick that gives us an advantage point, we're gonna look to the most recent hourly level. Will probably be here, so roughly a 32 pip wick to come up, fill the range. So maybe a 70 pip move just to the top of the range if we can get buys around 1980. That's after the 4-hour closes. But if we're to get positions right now, we would have to close bearish on this hourly, because there's just at the moment the smaller time frames aren't moving. You see they're kind of in a range. So I need this hourly candle to break out or start moving. This is no bueno. So maybe we can get us maybe a drive up here. I think on the only way on the smaller time frame we can grab this is if we start seeing we start seeing something like this, right? Or as we're respecting this area, then we can start looking for bottom wicks on the smaller time frame, right? To that low that I was talking about before, and to fill the range up. This is something I would love to see. So this would let me know that we're respecting this resistance that forms support now. For now, it's a resistance. We've closed above it. The next candle wicked down, but respected it. Didn't close back in range, and this would fall in line with our higher time frame, 4-hour, daily, everything moving bullish to fill the range, fill the wick up, without us pulling back. But if we reject at 87.13 and start coming back down here, or we start coming back down now, we would need some bearish closures at the end of the hourly to look for a break of the previous four low. We'll see how we can take advantage of it. Ideally, we keep printing bullish, and if we start printing bearish, we see some rejections. All right, where's the 4-hour flip? The 4-hour flip is 79.929. Right, so very simple here as well on the 4-hour. This 4-hour candle made a low and a high. Last 4-hour failed to break this high, closed below, right? And then you see it closed below here and didn't break the low. So now, but it tried to make a high. So now if we are to drive down to 72, so let's say we're wrong about being bullish and we're going to drive down, the market would have to break these highs, because it's tried, right? It's tried to break it. It can't, so it's not driving down here. It needs to grab orders somewhere in this area right here. Right, somewhere in this area right here, because it's grabbed them here. It's grabbed them here, and it couldn't break the lows. So it needs to break all these highs into this area between 87 and 96 in order to come back down, right? That's the only chance it has to come back down. Now, if that's the case, we should be wanting to take buys to that area, understanding that's where we need to go first, right? Buys into here. So let's see if we can get an indication of that on the hourly or the 30 close. We'll see right now. And if that's not the case, if it's gonna go up without coming back down, then we'll have nice runners up to 96, right? Very simple. Let's follow the logic here. But the daily doesn't have a bottom wick. Would it need liquidity to drive up through a bottom wick? Not necessarily. Look at the weekly. The weekly just flipped. We don't need nothing on the daily. The weekly flipped. We're going up to fill the weekly wick. The daily doesn't necessarily have to flip. It could, or we can flip. It can flip and still head up, right? What might happen is this 4-hour might close bullish. The next 4-hour, which is the 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. candle, might break these lows right here of the previous 4-hour and then drive up like such, right? It might just break these lows right here and then flip and drive up. And that'll be your daily bottom wick as well, right? But understand that for this to happen, you're going to need a closure of this hourly candle, and you're either going to see us break this low right here that I just pointed out, and we'll take buys immediately as it's broken, even though the daily flips here. It's okay, because we're expecting to fill the daily wick. But and we just had a bullish 4-hour. What I'll say is also, if we open up and don't form a bottom wick and drive straight up, we can start zoning in on a small time frame on the 5, and as we're approaching 87 here, right? As we're approaching 87 here, the 5 is not just gonna fly up through it. If it does, we'll adjust, right? As we're approaching 87 here, you're gonna get some closures, a smaller time frame. Rejection above the smaller time frame resistances, right? You'll get something like this, respecting, same thing. We'll get a wick. Even if it closes bullish here, we'll look for this bottom wick. Let's say this didn't close like that. Let's say there is no bearish candle. We will look for a pullback on a candle as we're coming up here. We'll look for a pullback, understanding that we must get somewhere into here in order to make a top wick. We'll look for that pullback and we'll enter somewhere in this bottom wick. But what if it never flips and it continues bearish? Right? If it never flips and continues bearish, then you will look for a top wick on the candle, on the following higher time frame candle, right, to close out your positions. Well, your position is going to be somewhere right here, but you'll expect the top, if it doesn't flip, you'll expect the top wick to break these highs, right, to grab that liquidity that's sitting there and then come down. So we'll have a chance to get out either way. But overall, I think even if we flip, I might consider holding till 2000. I think I'm pretty sure that's where we gotta go. We're headed up there. What's up, chat? What's the deal? What are we doing? What are we doing tonight? Who's out and about? Who's stuck at the crib? Do you see 5 minute after 1 or 4 hour close to buy sell? We'll see. Well, they'll have to. You're out and about. Nice. Appreciate you for watching us while you're out and about. Some point, join a point. How much risk per trade? I don't know. 1 to 10%. This morning I risked 2%. Last night I risked 1%. Admiring your handsome face. Oh, stop it, you. Stop it, you. Awkward. So the 30 closed. You only trade GJ and gold of the streams though, man. Love you too, but
it's definitely a no for me, dog.
Only gold. You ever been to 11 in Miami? Yes. Yes. Back in my day, actually, I can't say the story right now. Wix 11 is here. So, you guys are not getting the story. Wix 11 on the prowl. works 11 on the iPad. How you know? How do you know? Alright, we're heading up here. Look, the 30 is gonna have to fill to 87. We're 30 pips away, but it's gonna be a quick push here. I just need some indication that we're gonna come up there. I'd like to see bottom wicks. Like if this 30 wired up a bottom wick, it'd be all up in there. I'll be on that. When isn't Wix 11 on the iPad? When she's in school. Oh, nice. Like number 100. Appreciate you, whoever you are. Secret admirer. Thank you. Allah, you want these? Allah, you want this? You're welcome. You were like number one, didn't get an appreciate. I'm sorry, I wasn't here for number one, but I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you in no certain order. How do they say last but not least? Previous daily close within range, and now top wick has been formed. So daily could still end back in the range, right? And then finish the weekly move tomorrow. Absolutely. We can play around. We can range. It's a good point. So here's the thing. Daily close below range. So we could still flip and respect this area. My thing is, we've kind of, all right. Besides the fact that we closed at resistance, we also closed bullish, right? And we closed bullish at a support above the overall range here. So yeah, I would say I would call my support at 1972 here across the board. My important area based on what's happened previously. And anything above 1972 should fill 2000. Yeah, we might come back in range. It's possible. But it's not likely until we break 87. It's a lot more likely that we break 87 than we flip on this candle right now. Just that's what probability dictates. Can it happen? Yeah, of course we can just flip right now, and drive all the way down. And then we'll adjust, right? But probability is a lot higher for us to come up and tap 87 or break it. School got iPads nowadays. Sorry to break it to you. Because back in the day they didn't know. No, I know they do. Because now, no. Our school gives out laptops. So they come back with a laptop. Hence different point of view ranges. Well, here's the thing. Drop down to the hourly. The overall, this is just for me to kind of kind of know where the nearest levels are. The overall levels are much lower, right, for the hourly and for the daily. Let's go to daily. Roughly our daily area, because I believe we're mirroring this move. That's what we'll concentrate on. We have a level here. It's a lot better, actually. Sorry, right? Perfect. And we also have a level right here. Because when we were there's a big difference between what's going on here, these levels, and here. We are right now on the way up, just like we were here. These levels are tapped as it was coming down, so that's why I'm paying attention to these areas. And these areas, see, they give me this area across the board here, and we've just rejected off of there. So I think once we reject off of there, we should be able to come over here. That's all I'm looking at. This can play out again, right? We can tap this area, come back down here, retest it, and then drive. But we're still gonna have to come back up above this area. We still have to make a higher high. You see how these candles kept making a higher high? This is what we're gonna see here. We're gonna see a break of these highs. The key is how can we take advantage of it? And right now, I just don't see a way for me to get in to get an entry. All right. On the fixed range volume profile, I have no idea what that is. The NPOC, no clue what that is. It's exactly at 1983. I know what 1983 is. We are above it. Mixed the trade this morning. How many pips did you secure? I secured a total of 150 pips this morning. I had 4 entries across 2 positions. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, across 2 breakdown. I had buys on my positions for roughly 54, 55 total between 2 positions, and I had sells when we all caught it for roughly 100, a little less, 95, 96. Answer me. What do I answer? Don't forget me. have no friends. Please don't ignore. What am I answering? Let's keep it simple. Should we just wait for a 4-hour closure above? And I don't know. For now, we're kind of forced to wait. Yeah, this last 15 of the 4-hour. Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. It's a tool on trading view. Very, very helpful when trading gold. MPOC is the natural point of control. Wix 9 is the natural point of control. Run and tell them that. Morning was crazy. You got 110. Yeah, I think the entire stream caught 100 pips. What was that crazy volume this morning? It was just a reaction. It was an impulsive reaction from the markets with Israel agreeing to extend this, well, not to extend, not going to Gaza for now, to extend. But then everything went back to normal because they realized they're only extending it for like a few days till the United States gets their shit together and pulls up all their weapons. Basically, Israel got jumped and now called and then picked up the phone, ran into the neighbor's house and called up all the homies and told them, yo, come through because I just got jumped. And now all the homies are on the way calling Uber and shit, and we're just waiting for them to drive down there. That's what basically happened. It was the high school version. High School Musical version. Who's in the wrong? Palestine, Israel? Doesn't matter. Are you able to profit from it? Are you able to apply it to what we're doing here? I should have made that headline. Yeah, Israel jumped, calls all his homies. That'd be a wild. Homies on the way. Do you feel like that type of shit is evil? Take profit over some people's misery? Okay, so when you're making 100 pips and there's people fucking losing tens of millions of dollars and their livelihoods in the markets, you're over there like, you're right. I shouldn't profit over other people's misery. I should just go give all this money back. You're absolutely right. No, this is your job. There's no feelings here. There's no family. There's no emotions. Irrelevant to what happens, you've decided that this was going to be your job, right? And this is what you're going to do. And your job is to come in here and win. How you win, it's up to you. When you go to the casino, you don't, you don't think about, oh man, I saw the dealer's hand. It's a weak dealer, so I think I'm going to tell him and not use it. So no, you fucking see the cards. If it's a weak dealer and they flip the cards and you see them on the other end, you use it to your advantage. You feel wrong? No, you giggle your motherfucking ass to the bank when you're done. Simple. This is what we do. We trade. There's no emotions or feelings here. Outside of this, when you go, have dinner with your families, and yeah, you can discuss things you find, that that are, that match your principles and your values. But what matters here is, Can we make money? Can we win our trades? You arguing with? I'm not arguing with nobody. What do you mean? There's no arguments. We're talking. This is for the sake of conversation. Yeah, look at the pharmaceutical industry. And you're not necessarily like profiting off someone's misery. You have to be aware of what's going on in the world. Like there's wars all over the world that you're not paying attention to on a daily. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. The gold is not being driven straight only by that. There are countries exchanging money, right? There are huge companies. There are billion-dollar, like Apple needs to make purchases in a Japanese yen. So they don't care. They don't sit there wait for the right price, right? They just need to make sure that they get a certain amount of money into that, in that currency. And as soon as they can, whatever price they can get there, all that money transferred, that's the price they'll take. Whatever rate they get it at that moment. They're not sitting there looking for the best possible price to fucking thank you. No, like they're doing business. There's companies that are in the market. There's pools of money in the market that have nothing to do with trading that are controlling these markets. Like there are deals being made by huge companies that are driving prices. It's not, oh, somebody dies there, then I can make $1. That's not how it works. It's such a obtuse way to look at things. Guarantee a profit one trade a day by overtrade. No, well, then you know your problem. Let me know whenever you get sick of your own shit. I know. Flip the tape. I know. Wix, you muted me. How dare you? No, I do not mute anyone. I have the power, right? But I just don't use it. So if you got muted, it was one of the mods, and I ain't telling you who it was. But if you got banned, muted, kicked, whatever, it means there was a reason for it, right? I'm sure there was a good reason for it. Mods don't just do shit for no reason. Punk. you about to get booted again? Oh, there he goes. Man, you can't come in here and talk shit about the mods and then expect. Just chill, relax. Stop trying to beef with the mods. When you get pulled over, you don't escalate, right? You're not over there. Nah. Had a question as the morning market went down and came bullish right after. So can we take a buy from there? From where? Like, give me a full breakdown. We went bearish, then went bullish. Can we take a buy? We just went bearish an hour ago and then went bullish again, and we couldn't take a buy. Let's see how the 4 hours closing. We are still within range. Although if we get a strong bearish 1 hour, another 6 minutes left here, but if this comes down here pretty heavy, If we get a bearish 1 hour, maybe breaking the previous 1 hour in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna look for a break of the 4-hour highs here. As soon as we break 87, I'll take a sell. As soon as we break 87 on the 4-hour, we'll take a sell based on the fact that this 1 hour closed bearish, strong bearish here. But it needs to close strong bearish. If it doesn't, we'll see. Have you ever blown an account? If so, how did you get? Yes. How did I handle it? I opened up a new account and deposited more money. A lot of times I didn't even open up a new account. I just deposited more money into that same account. Remember I got timed out for saying a joke back in the day? Yeah, you gotta be careful. I've been timed out, banned, shadow banned, freaking everything. In jail, muted, downstream. 4 years ago. JBTC, no. Yeah, a lot of mods start off in the doghouse. Like they go through all the cycles of being a chat member and then being a contributing chat member and then being a senior contributing chat member and then a mod. What lot size would you do on a 50K? Probably 2 lots. Chief executive chat member. 2 minutes here for the 4-hour close. Let's see. If we come down bearish though off the rip here, without a top wick, I'm looking for a buy as soon as we break the previous 4-hour low. If we don't get a top wick, and first thing we do is just come down and we tap 1979, we break 1980. Wow, we going up. Going up from here. I'm never getting an answer from. I had a question in the morning, market went down. I gave you an answer and came bullish right after. So we can take buy from there in the morning, that 100 pip move. Buy from the bottom? No, you could have probably took a buy from this morning's flip here on the 4-hour. When that flip happened. That's about it. Or you could have taken a buy somewhere in this area. I mean, you could have taken a buy anywhere, right? On this bottom wick and been grid. But how are you going to find your entry? What strain you smoking right now? Spoiled tuna belly or purple egg yolk gelato push pop? Damn, Joey. That sounds like an illness. Oh, he got that spoiled tuna belly. You need to go see a doctor, bro. Oh, you breaking out? That's that purple egg yolk breakout. I know it. I know it. You contagious right now, dog. You need to go get them anti-inflammatories and antihistamines mixed in one and up your dosage. It's crazy. Imagine having the spoiled tuna belly. That'll mess you up. It's about to drop the volume song? No, this ain't it. Oh, yeah. Word, let's have a moment of silence for everyone that took buys this morning at 10:30. What up, Chris? I'm waiting. We just closed on the 4-hour, by the way. Oh, I didn't even notice. Ooh, that's ugly. Closed right at a resistance here. I mean, we might range in this little area, but like I said, if we come down, first thing we do is come down here and break the previous 4-hour low. I might look for buys. It's a tough closure on the 4-hour though. It looks like it wants to range. That's tough. We've respected every single resistance on every time frame just now with that closure. And we're back in range on the 15. Yeah, first thing this does is break highs. This can come down back in range. Let's see. You end up taking a trade? Yeah. 4 positions across 2 trades. Let's see if we can get an indication of a drive up here on a smaller time frame. See if maybe we can get a really strong bullish 5 or 15 here. I wouldn't even mind pulling back right now, coming down and finding another support. positions last night too, but like an hour after streaming. Yeah. I was talking to somebody. Somebody DM'd me. Somebody slid into my DMs asking me for positions. I was like, I'm taking one right here, right now. He was like, thanks. That was funny. Let me know if you're in here. Let me know if you're in the chat. Oh, this guy wrote it in 2 languages. Thanks for this great educational content. And then he wrote it in Russian. It's all good, Chris. There's always another trade. Always another trade. Imagine like trades 4, 5 years ago, 3 years ago. I was looking at it. I was like, oh, damn, I can't believe I missed that. And since then, there's been hundreds, thousands of trades. Now everyone's gonna DM you asking for positions. No, it was a one-time thing. It was like it just I don't get to all of my DMs lately, well, especially in the evening after stream. But I just kind of like I opened up and it popped up. I was like, all right. Oh, I love you too. Love all of you. We are still doing the same thing here, chat, that we've been doing. Look, we're just ranging here. There's been no indication of volume. Definitely no indication of direction here. Session-wise. We're sort of slowly trickling up. Why is it slowly trickling up? Because we've reached a higher time frame, a resistance, so the smaller time frames are slowly trickling up, trying to tap the smaller time frame resistance at 87. But our goal is not to predict the trickle up. We want to be in the volume candle. We're trying to be in the drive, not in the trickle down or the trickle up. This happens a lot when you reach a higher time frame resistance or support and the market starts ranging, so it trickles up, trickles down. What's your plan for the weekend? To get to it. Trying to survive to the weekend. I mean, it's only hump day, right? Got a few more days. We're gonna flip here. Is the 15 gonna flip or is the 5 gonna flip? It's Thursday over here. Well, you, my friend, are from the future. Trying to be where you're at. The rest of us living in the past. Just made 600 people yawn. W. I'm from right next to the Big Ben Tower. Word? I'm from right near the beach, boy. Big Ben Tower. We have a Big Ben, except he's in Pittsburgh. Right near the snow. I wouldn't mind some snow. I just don't like the after effects. The sleet, the slush, the dirty streets. Attempt number 2. You want me to answer that question again? Funny person, I answered it already. Missed it. Answered your question, you missed it. It's gonna get redundant. Yes, I've blown many accounts. I just opened another one after. 3 a.m. Damn. I would not want to do that right now. Why can we only see your face? Well, because you have to pay for the rest. I'll give you some traps. Yeah, I'll give you some traps. That's good. Love from Kurdistan and Switzerland. How? At the same time? Or is it like Kurdistan? Or is it like Switzerland, but I got a VPN, so I'm from Kurdistan? What's going on here? Tell us. Come on. Tell us. We won't tell nobody. He's right there, officer. Yeah, Chad, that's the market police coming to get you. He's one of the Stans. Nice to have you, Mr. Stan. What is this? The 5 minute. What did you do here? Oh, we closed bullish, but respecting this area. I don't know, chat. Paint dry potatoes, cook, boil, or whatever. Do you boil potatoes? I don't even know. Candles print. Wix, what do you know about Hylia? I don't speak Spanish. I have a question. If we are in Asian session, how come we don't trade gold to Japanese yen? Because, well, they're both safe havens. Like, you wouldn't get such volatile moves as you would against the dollar. I don't even know if that's a pair. Heard that's the hood in Florida. You know where you really want to go? Like, the best area to go, like if you really want to visit some nice spots in Florida, you got to go to Liberty City. Liberty City is really nice. The best spot in Florida. Where's that? Oh, it's not too far. Yeah, not too far from Hylia. Nassau, Bahamas, or Nassau County, Long Island? Looking for a buy is priced at least tap 1947 again. Not in this session, bro. Really? So we are right here, and you're getting ready for a buy. Right here. Why? For real. No, I'm like, that's so far. Like, you got to be realistic. Look, we're at 1984. we're not coming down 600 pips right now in this session. So, like, I mean, trolling is all fun and all, but we're like, you got to be realistic. We're here for 2 hours, and we really have about 40 minutes left in this session. Okay, we're coming up here. This is nice. 5's coming up. Oh, the 5 just opened. And the previous 5, no top wick. Yep, let's see what happens here. We might have position soon. Or it just might drive soon. That previous 5 is a little scary with no top wick. Oh, 74. All right, that's a whole different story. 74 is something possible, yeah, but we would have to break 87 to come down there, right? Because like I've shown you already, we've tapped here, come down to here, we've tapped here, we come down to here, right? So this is as far as we've been able to get after coming up here, right? So we probably have to break all these highs in order to come down further. Excuse me. Because we would need to grab more orders to get a stronger push down. And how can we do that? We're gonna have to come up, so maybe the idea here is to take advantage of the buys up to this area, right here. And then if it does come down, it'll be house money at that point. Nice push. Right. Let's see. Don't want it to fill initially here, but if it fills and pulls back, I'm gonna look for a bottom wick here. I really want to take buys to there, but right now I just don't have an entry. I understand it needs to come up there, but I don't have an entry. Jesus, that fucking push. So this is where you might see a rejection. Just based on the last 4-hour close. Will you? I don't know. Ideally, we get a little rejection here, and then we can fill the wick up here. Nice push. You got to understand, there's no entries. We understand that it's a lot more likely to come up here first before it drives down, but because it's more like a 60-40 or like a 65-35, something like that. I don't know if that's the official stats, but in my head, that's what it's like. But if we came down and grabbed orders here, then our drive up, for me, it would have been like 90-10. There's that rejection. We got 30 seconds here on the 5. If we can break this low on the next 5, I'm thinking about having positions here. All right, 10 seconds here. Let's see if we can close above. And no, we do not. We didn't close above. 5, so we above the 5 resistance, so I'm kind of forced here to wait on the 30 close. This will be interesting. This will especially be interesting if we get a 1 hour close. Because if we get a 1 hour close like this, and we open up with a bottom wick, we don't need a huge bottom wick. We need roughly a 15 pip bottom wick here. It doesn't need to come down all the way here to break the 4 hour lows. So let's see, this is going to be interesting here in about 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Sit your asses down. I'll repeat that in school. Okay? I'm getting a phone call from the school tomorrow. I already know it. My daddy said sit your asses down. Word. Oh, five's holding this resistance, but if we're gonna drive down, it's gonna need to make another top wick. I'd rather this 5 close bullish. $15 for now, above the most recent. $30 about to close. gets tough because we break the lows here. That's the hourly flip, huh? To come back down. Kind of in no man's land. Maybe a steeper wick. Well, I would need a steeper wick down here, and then we can look for some buys. This hourly's scary. See, if it doesn't flip and closes bullish, then I'm pretty convinced it's going to re-break the previous candle high. Well, on the next hourly. But for now, we closed at a 30 resistance with no indication that we're going to just drive now, except the higher time frames. I want all the time frames to line up here. And the thing is, we broke the previous 4-hour highs, right? That could have been enough orders to bring us back down. Let's see if the 4-hour flips back now. Chat's funny. I don't know. We need to grab liquidity, chat. And I'm going to do that right now. How long have you guys been seeing Wicks and Don for? Oh, we've been intimate for like 4 years. Right? Sometimes I even set the mood right. For all of you. So is this 30 gonna flip up and drive, or will it close bearish, respecting this resistance? And will we drive up on the next candle then? Right now it's a guessing game. What up, Wicks? New Year. How was the spike down yesterday on Donvo Live? That was earlier this morning for me. It was awesome. Oh, there's that 30, huh? Is it flipping? Yes, it is. Towards the top here. How's this hourly looking? Will it break that high? Oh yeah, it's gonna break 15. It's 30 flip. It's tough here. I'm gonna take a buy right here. Just took a buy. Expecting us to fill the range up. I'm gonna have my stops below this range. I'm expecting us to grab orders above here. so that's why I'm taking a buy to there. Understand though, the 5 closed here with almost no top wick. So as we bump up and fill the wick up, I'm gonna go break even. And if it comes back down and reflips bearish, then we'll adjust later. My TP would be 2,000. About 9 pips here. A little tough here because the 5 can still come back down, right? The 5 doesn't have a bottom wick, so it can still flip down. But I'm really in tune with the higher time frame here, and that's what I'm really looking for the higher time frame. All right, there we go. I'm gonna go break even here at 12 pips, but I'm not closing anything yet. I want one more pop up, and once we get that, I might close partials. All right, chat. No. I was gonna say I'm closing half here, but I didn't have a chance. I saw 11 and then back to 8. But I'm sorry, let me take this. We're break even here. We filled the wick. That's our advantage point, right? So I'm gonna be really quick here. As soon as we re-break the highs, I'll close half my position. All right, chat. I got 10 pips here. I'm gonna close half right here, and I got the other half. Close, nice close. 12 pips. So I closed half at 12. If you guys don't know how to close half, right click on your position, go to market execution, type in the amount of lots you want to close, and that's how you close partials. Yeah, I'm gonna let this rock until 96. I closed half of my position. Let's see, maybe we can get 100 pip runners in the evening as well. 100 in the morning, 100 in the evening, 100 in the summertime. But at this point, you guys should all be break even. We're having a hard time breaking that previous wick on the 30. Right? The 5 still doesn't have. What might happen, we might get taken out here if this 5, if the next 5 comes down, makes a bottom wick, or if this 5 just flips and takes us out. Almost. Almost. Chat, my entry is a little worse than this. It's right there. It's 3.9. And I just got taken out. I'm out. Our next advantage point here, well, our next time that we can look for a position here is possibly on this 15 if it still comes up and closes bullish above all of this. But with that flip, we might. Can we come down here on the hourly? No. Yeah, no, chat. What's gonna happen here is we're gonna wait for the hourly close. I'm gonna wait on the hourly close, and we'll see how we close on the hour. If we don't flip and close bullish, we're gonna fill this wick up on the next hourly. Didn't beat the alligator. Yeah, it was a quick 12 pips. So like a basic. I closed half, so basically like a full 6, but at 12. You guys could have closed however you wanted. Oh, W number 60 on stream. Yeah. This will be interesting. I think we might have another position at the start of the next hour. Quick's waited for all of us to be doing something. I mean, you guys got to be locked in. Like if I'm taking the pressure of like, right, of actually calling out the positions live, like don't make this any more difficult than it has to be. Right? Because there's a certain amount of, right, of guilt that goes along every loss, right? Because like I understand a lot of you guys try to emulate and follow what we do, or what I do. But I don't want that loss to be because, you weren't paying attention or you missed it or something. This will be key. The 30 made that bottom wick. Now it can drive up again. But will it? We don't know. 5 might close bearish, and then you get a top wick on the next 5 and you come back in range. $30 never broke previous high. I know that's what I said. We're struggling breaking that high. Yeah, if it drove up, if we broke that previous 30, I mean, this is clean. Look to the left. Right? Even on the small time, like, look at this. Drive up, clean, drive down. We would have filled at least to 89 on that drive. It ain't over till the fat homie sings. There it goes. 15 closed bearish, and now the next 15 top wick. Oh, you closed full. I only closed half, Bougie. It's a nice closure. It was struggling, yeah. But the way it was struggling, I was just expecting it to pop based on the higher time frame. You got a good closure. Hold on, let me free the Zoom. What's up, y'all?
Yo, what's good?
What's up? So you got a better entry on the bottom wick, right? On the 30?
Yeah, so I had chat pulled up. I'm seeing everybody talking like we created that bottom wick, and I'm like, oh, I'm entering here. So I took the entry there, and then I didn't like how the 4-hour closed. So I was like, did I close it out? So I just closed out half of that, and then I took the stream trade, and then I closed out full when we were struggling on that a second or third push.
Makes sense. It's a good way to read it as you're struggling. Yeah, might as well just take profits. I'm good, Mateus. How are you?
Very nice, bro.
You got entries here?
Yes, in this candle. For this week, for this candle, I take buy.
Are you in a position right now?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Be careful, because this can flip bearish here on the 15, but the hourly here is key.
Already, I did break even, you know, because
all right.
If it will fill this week, it will be nice. If no, we're gonna see. Wait for another 1 hour maybe, or something, or 30 minutes or something. Let's see.
I remember when 10 pips was $1. I'd be tight as hell getting a 100 pip runner and making $10. But it's part of the journey. I would not be catching a 100 pip runner on a 10 lot without catching a 100 pip runner on a 0.01. Desperate leads you down the wrong path. I can say that all I want, right? People used to tell me that. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, go to hell. I need to figure this out right now. I'm trying to have a Lambo tomorrow. But as you're doing that, trading is going to take you, and life is going to take you down a different path. It's going to take you down a path of struggle until you realize that that's not how you get there. It's going to take you on a, you know, you're not going to be able to get a shortcut. You're going to take the long route. The shortcut is the realization that this is going to take a long time. That's the shortcut. The long road is not wanting to come to terms with that and thinking you'll have it next week. It's a long process, months, years. Not tomorrow, not next weekend, definitely not next month. You're not like, maybe one in millions. Like, it's like winning a lottery. Somebody will run up an account and they're highly likely to blow it just as quick. But like, we're talking majority for the most part. Because every now and then I'll get somebody in the chat that's like, well, I got it in 4 months and I'm still probably, you know, like, all right, but the majority, like the overwhelming majority, you're not gonna get this by tomorrow, day after, years. If this is gonna be our hourly closure though, a lot of time here because you have another 10 minutes, but if this is our hourly closure, I'm looking for a bottom wick, and I'm looking once again for the same thing, to break these highs, to break 87.
Are you needing a closure above 85.2, or where are you looking?
Yeah, as long as we break them, as long as we close above the most recent right here, this area.
Okay.
because between, you see this wick is a range on a smaller time frame that we're going to fill. This wick
Right.
go up to 87. Right? So if we got to get up there, look, this 5 just closed above range. We might just fill it right now on this 5. The way that's just open. But I'm not going to trust it. I'm going to trust the hourly closure a lot more. Because if this hourly closes like this, the next candle is not going to, this right here, hold on. Like, if we close like this is not going to happen. The candle will not just drive down and never flip or give you that top wick if we close like this. Just, it won't happen. 99.9% chance. It might on an off chance. I don't know. Anything can happen in charts, but this shouldn't happen. What can happen is this drive down and the eventual flip up and the creation of a top wick and then a drive down again. So you might get this closure, but it won't happen like this, right? It'll come back up, break the previous highs, grab some orders somewhere in these areas, and then you'll have a chance of it breaking, but I don't think it will at that point. I think we're going to continue the ride up. Shouldn't happen, only happens that one time you over leverage. Yeah, but we're playing our probabilities without over leveraging. So over an extended period of time, even though if it does happen, the overwhelming majority of the time it won't. That's not how it'll play out. And you're gonna have enough confidence after seeing it play out your way, like 80-90% of the time, that you're gonna completely disregard that remaining 10%. And as long as you don't disregard your risk management, you'll be fine. It wasn't about 10 pips. Hey, if it was 5 pips, I would have went break even at 5 pips. It's about what the market gives you. 10 pips is irrelevant. It wasn't 10 pips, it was 12. But it's irrelevant. I just saw market gave us up to that area and then came back again. So now it's driving for us, but like I said, right, this 5 can just flip and drive, but we'll see. Ideally, we do not reach 86 or 87 yet because I want to take buys to it. But if it does, we'll just have to, play the cards that were dealt. That's just what's going to put us in a better position to succeed, I think, if we don't get there before the hourly. Drop a like, chat, if you're enjoying the stream. If you got a W with us right now, if you got a dub this morning.
The people they have problem with the like. They should, when they open the stream, first thing, like.
Well, to be honest with you, I got a problem with the like too. Because first thing I do when I hop onto somebody else's stream is not drop a like. I completely forget about it, and the only time I do it is if I'm reminded. I'm like, oh shit, you're right, I should drop a like. I'm here. Why not? But if you guys aren't aware, that's what helps us grow here. That's what helps the stream grow. Chat's allergic to likes. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you. So this wick is 10 pips. Do you think buyers and sellers move the candles? Well, it depends on your broker. If your broker's B-booking you, then your broker's moving the candles. Slip them to hell. I need EpiPen. I don't care what moves the markets. I mean, I do, but like at the end of the day, it's really about what happens here on the charts for me. And like, I don't care if it was a shopping cart that moved it. As long as they're moving, I'm happy. Why are we having such a hard time breaking this area? Got 2 minutes here, chat. 2.5 minutes for this hourly to close. Oh, what up, Chris? Do I think there will be a huge pullback? I don't know, but if we are to see a pullback, we're going to have to break these highs, like I've been saying, at 87 to grab some orders so we can pull back. Because we've attempted 87 and then try to come down, and we got only to 77. Come down any further, we're probably going to have to re-break the highs here. One minute on the hourly here. It's got to pull up more. Goes above. Close right at resistance, chat. Right at the most recent. Let's see what kind of bottom wick we can get. Respected the 1, the 30, the 15. this gets difficult because while it can come up and fill the wick, we close respecting, and my issue here is not that I don't think it'll go up. I think we might tap this area and come, well, at any moment from here we can just flip bearish, right? We don't have a bottom wick. Now, if we get a bottom wick, right, if we put bearish and then flip bullish again, then I might look for positions. It's doing what we're expected, right? It's going up to grab waters above there, but without giving us an entry here. Chill here for another 15-20 minutes. I think we might set up, but I need this hourly to start moving. We got mods in here that trade ICT. They don't trade like us. There's some mods here that trade only ICT.
Who's that? Who's trading ICT?
Focus trades ICT. It's really, that's all he does. He's really good at it. Hold on a second, chat. Focus is trading IC. Yep, that's what he does. He trades ICT. Attends every session. See, price is slowly trickling up there, so it's kind of doing what we want. But it's not doing it in the way that we want. It's doing what we expect, just not in the way that we want. There you go. Roger and Ice-T had beef today. It's funny. So I guess we were right in our analysis. What I will say though is if we break these highs, we break above 87, and then we come back down to flip on this 4 hour, which is possible, then I might have a sell on a 4 hour flip. You would need all of these highs to break. And remember, I'm not telling you that it will come back down and the 4 will flip. I'm telling you if it does that, because right now it's highly likely once you get up above 87, you might see bearish candles, but they'll close above 87. You might see wicks back down here, but I believe you're going to end up filling the range up to 2096 in the nearest future. You see, so like analysis plays out to the way you want. A lot of times, like analysis plays out a higher number of times even than your trades. It's just there has to be a certain comfort level for me to enter a trade, right? Where I see my advantages. if we had a better entry on that wick over here, we would have never even been stopped out. Oh no, we would have. No, there's no way we wouldn't have been. Stress behind calling a trade? It's no, there's no stress. Well, not anymore. I've done this for a while, right? There's no stress. But you know, when I initially started streaming, this was really good because streaming brought another level of accountability into my trading. Actually taking positions in front of large crowds of people, right? It's you tend to stay accountable. But at this point, it's like it's kind of on autopilot. You're going to be held accountable for showing me the keys to financial freedom? No, that's all on you. Whatever money you make in this industry, that is all you, baby. Take the credit, take the accolades,
and enjoy.
do something good with it. Help others. Nice, Eddie. That's a W. Cashed out my trade at 1400. My TP for 7K would have been hit. How do I get over not fully trusting my trades? Experience. Time and experience. I'm telling you, it took time. It takes time for you to realize why and where you should let positions run, why and where you shouldn't. It's part of those aha moments, right? It's part of those little discoveries. It's just one small aspect of trading. There's many things to be discovered here. Baby pips? No more baby pips. Go to controllerfx.com. Take the course there. Go through the knowledge. They'll learn the reading part there. Free. Okay, 5 rejected. Solid. First, the group Manubi and any educational videos I can watch and learn. There's 4 years of live streams on Don's session. There's a year and a half of live streams on this one, or a year for sure. There's the video section, the shorts, the YouTube shorts that we all have posted. There's Don's Instagram, which is massively valuable. Elvis, Yanez, everyone's doing a good job. Costino, everyone's breaking positions down. Ike. Yo, it is hot as hell in here. What's going on? Someone raised the AC. Hold on. Should have ripped the t-shirt off for effect. Should have just ripped it off. Hey, get off my hair. Take it off. Take it off. You guys don't know. I used to work at Chippendales. Chippendales. Tank top trader. TTT. Definitely. Triple T. Got those shot. Yeah, remember somebody earlier asked how come you only show your face? Show you some traps, but you gotta pay for the rest. Probability of market driving towards 2000? 100%. Right now, we don't know, but eventually, it's an eventuality. Inevitability. Can you say that 3 times fast? 5 times fast. Inevitability, 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 inevitability. What's the leanest you've ever been? Like chiseled? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. You and Don, I made 22K today. You guys are a gift to God. Yes, flip the tape. I know. Tape flip numero dos. Or tres. I don't know. All right. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. I don't know. Right now we're rejecting, and we're still in this range. And I really want to call it a stream, but I really want to get these positions too. But yesterday I had to wait another hour and a half to get positions after stream. Wix, you saved me? How's that? Picked you up by the bootstraps. A lot of times we trickle up like this, we tend to have a massive drive the other way. Which is what I'm thinking might happen. You might just break this high that I've been talking about the whole session here. So we're overall high at 87. And really see a hard drive down. The issue is it's not what it's done historically here. 15 closed. You can't have sells here just yet. For any sells, we would have to either break above 87 or have a really strong push, bearish breaking previous hourly lows, or flipping on the hourly and closing. So if that's what happens, here's my next idea for a trade, for a highly likely to work out in your favor type trade. Will it set up like that? I don't know, but if this candle here closes bearish, right? If it does flip and this is your bearish close, this is what you get. If the next candle comes up and breaks these highs here, this previous candle, you can take a sell off the rip, because you're gonna have the expectation of retapping these lows before any drive, whether you continue down or you reject and you start coming up. Before anything happens, once you tap this and this closes, this flips on this hourly and closes bearish, respecting this area, you will end up coming back down in range. Whether you'll stay there, I don't know, but this wick right here, this will be your advantage point, and that's quite a bit of an advantage of 30 pips there. You're fine, 35 pips. So, but you're gonna need this hourly to flip and close back in range, and then the top wick on the next hourly is your entry. Why does it need to break the highs? Because we've already tapped this area previously. We've tapped this area previously, right? Well, the recent time we've tapped it here, and it only came down to here. We wanna, that's just a flip. We wanna break all these highs for it to drive down. Grab some orders, because we've already grabbed these orders. It hasn't gone anywhere. Unless it starts flipping now and closing bearish, as I said. So it needs to give you an indication. The issue is the hourly, the 30, the 15, all closed, respecting resistance. Let's say it goes and closes above. Works your manager risk or pineapple, another one? What's, right? What's... rewrite that, bro. I'm confused. You've got me confuzzled. Can you analyze NASDAQ 100 now?
How about no?
No, we're just trading gold here, bro. Got it. But if we close above here, I'm looking for wicks back into range here, right? We close above 87. I'm looking for this play right here. Right? Where that wick came down to. So any closure above here, I'm looking for a bottom wick to this area. We can tap that. I'm going to be in buys, and this will be my advantage point. 36 pips. Right, and then we should have a clean drive to fill that range. Thing is, you'll notice this a lot, and a lot has to do with timing. Like a closure above here, right? In out of volume time, we get this now. It's it's a lot more likelier to come back in range and fake out because of the time, right? So a lot of the times people will take that trade, you get that breakout, and you take that trade in off market hours, right? And what happens is, whoops. The market breaks above and it starts pulling back right here. You take that bottom wick entry, and instead of a bottom wick, it just closes like this. Right? No bottom, no top wick. It doesn't give you the bottom wick to flip. It closes like this, and the candle after it comes up breaks that high. You think you're getting the flip? No, it's just coming back down in range. All it's doing is waiting for volume, right? So it's creating a range now. On the higher time frame, it's creating a top wick, and you end up doing, right, things like this for the next hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you're like, why the fuck am I in drawdown? You start thinking it's coming back all the way down to range. No, it just wasn't ready. There wasn't enough volume to drive. And then as you start reaching pre-London, right, you might have this print. You can have a lot of candles print, but as you start reaching pre-London, you're gonna see the candles then. As the volume times, you're gonna see the candles start to push up. Right? And now you're getting that same closure. You're like, what the hell? I took that trade and it didn't run, but now it closed the run. Yeah, it wasn't volume time. But then you get that closure and you get the same trade, and then it runs. And you're like, no, I just tried this. It didn't work. No, you tried it in out of market time. Right? So what it did was it let you know it just didn't have enough volume to drive, came back in range. You have sort of a fake out, but then volume comes in, you get that closure again. You have to be ready for it, right? You'll have to be ready for this and this bottom wick the same way you were ready for this bottom wick. But you have to understand what's happening and when it's happening. All right, wait. Chat, we got 7. I think I'm gonna call it in 7 minutes here. I want to see how this 30 closes. If we close above this most recent, maybe we can look for a bottom wick to drive up and re-break the highs. If it doesn't give us a bottom wick off the rip and, you know, top wick, bottom wick, and just kind of starts trickling either up or down, we'll close it. When is pre-London? No, right before London. Hey Damon, thank you for coming through, as always. Appreciate you. We'll see you in New York. I hope you guys are paying attention. I'm not, we're not talking. I hope I'm not talking for no reason, right? These are things these are things I've noticed, right? Maybe it can help you, save some time in your journey. More than happy to pass down what I know, as long as you're finding value in it. Mr. Harris, you keep showing up every day, right? So it's becoming valuable to you. You're very in tune with what we do. Yeah, these like when we don't have positions or it's not setting. We already had a position, right? I already forgot we took a W tonight, but like when it's not setting up exactly the way we want, right, it's a good time for discussion. It's a good time to discuss certain nuances, why it's not the way we want. Like what are we seeing that the issue is? What's stopping us? What's really nudging us about this trade, right? What's bugging us? How we can take advantage, how can we plan. So right now we're not in a situation where we can take an entry, but how can we plan the entry? Not how can we plan, but how can we get to that entry? What does the market have to print in order to get that entry. And a lot of that, like, once you start asking yourself that, you're kind of going to have to follow the logic. Try drawing candles, right? See where it takes you. And you're going to have to follow the logic, you know, because you can't imagine, it's hard to imagine candles, but if you draw them and put in the visual in there, how can they print? Like, just follow the logic, and you'll realize, you'll see over time that the market will actually print, not every time, not all the time, but like sometimes you'll realize that, hey, it's printing exactly how I drew it up, and it's doing that because your breakdown followed proper logic, right? You understand how the market should move, how candles are moving in relation to each other. What does B stand for? Break even. The runner hit break even. But when it does that, when the market plays out just like you drew it, just like you expected it, right? It gives you a whole nother level of confidence, and you'll start realizing, like, because you're not seeing the opportunity because you don't know what to look for, right? Right? If you're, it's like getting a car, right? When you get a car, like, you don't notice yellow cars unless you get a yellow car, because like you're looking for them, right? If you don't notice any Mazdas, right, on the street, you know, like, it's whatever, it's Honda, Toyota, but when you're looking for them, you notice it all the time. So if you know what you're looking for, you're gonna recognize it on the charts, right? It's with everything. You just got to realize that you're looking for an opportunity. So a lot of you guys are staring at, and you're like, what am I looking for? But if you know what you're looking for, you're gonna see it. So draw it out visually. Have a plan of what you're looking for and how you can get there. And you'll recognize it. You'll see it. You'll see the market getting there. All right, let's see how we close here in 1 minute. This isn't bad. This is good for you guys. If you're gonna hang out and trade for another hour, and this closes bearish, like I said, I would be looking to take the break of the highs here to take down, because you got to realize a bearish close here on the hourly would be an onion and a respective resistance, and it would also be on a higher time frame, right? Closing anywhere below here, closing bearish, gives you an onion. You send your Zoom link. It's posted on YouTube whenever you join, and it's also it's posted for the mods separately in the Discord. But if you bought access to the Clubhouse or Wix's table for the private session on Sundays, then you'll get it in the YouTubes. All right, 30 closed here. 30 closed above, so you kind of have, right? It's like a 30 gladiator candle. It didn't close way above, but let's see. Right, still closed above. Yeah, it's a little difficult trade on the 30. I'm gonna have to wait for the hourly close. Because once we close above here, technically we can still flip on the hourly and then drive up, at which point you can take the flip, but you're getting a top wick now, which is telling me that we're gonna drive up, but if we flip, we're not coming back up, right? Because now it's grabbing orders. We've closed above, and any drive down and a bearish close would mean we just kind of faked out with all these rejection wicks here. So on this note, I hope it was a valuable session for everybody. Got one nice little W, and got a little intimate here. Had some nice, intimate, valuable, intellectually honest, mind-pleasing conversations. Right? Chat, I'm gonna call it a stream. What I would do here is wait for this hourly close. If this hourly can flip and close bearish, then you can look for a top wick to break previous high and look for sells. If this hourly closes bullish here, you could probably look for bottom wicks breaking the previous hourly to take you up to above 87. And if you start closing above 87, I would wait for a resistance to form, a support to form, and then start looking for positions. So if we break above 87, you wait for that drive, wait for the market to come back, establish a support, wait for these wicks to start wicking down below 87, then start looking for buys. There's a lot of opportunities, opportunity everywhere. All you have to do is be looking for an opportunity. If you're looking for them, you'll find them. Mods, thank you so much. Carly, Green, Jonathan, you guys are the best. I appreciate you. I think we're going to have more mods next week. I think I'm going to add some mods. First week of November. I might get rid of some mods, and I think we'll add 2 or 3 or 4 mods. So I'll have the current mods.
Bro, thank you. Thanks على this for nice day, bro. And see you in.
Can you guys tell he made some profits? Yeah, I'll see you guys. Oh, don't forget, you got Inez streaming London. You got Donvo 8 a.m. You got Elvis tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, free agent. And we'll do this again one more time this week, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Weeks are flying by. This year has been flying by. We are almost done. We are almost done with the year. We're over 80% of the year done. So, midway through quarter 4 almost. Anyway, thank you, Mateus, Bougie. Thank you for coming through on cam. Thank you, chat. Love and wisdom to you all. And mods, you guys are awesome. The rest of the Zooms, appreciate you all. Thank you for coming through. And just
enjoy,
like that,
enjoy, bro. Have a nice day, bro.
Yes. Oh, that's a good way to do it. My kids do that. How do they do that? Wait, my fingers be all crooked, dog. You know what I mean?
This is
all
for
hearts
new
and love,
generation,
bro.
bro. Bro, this is for new generation, bro.
God
You
damn it.
cannot do
I'll fight somebody. Someone say east side. Oh, that fucked me up. Man, got me all fucked up on that one. All right, gang, that's it. This has been our session. I want to say goodnight, and you already know the deal. Just like that, another Asian session is in the books.
Forex.com, committed to helping improve your trading skills with innovative tools.
How did that hum on? Yo, did you guys hear this shit? How did we get Forex? Yo! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, let's get to the right screen here. Yo, you know what that is? No, I didn't plug nothing. That's me not having an ad blocker.
Okay. That's nice, bro.
Yo, YouTube just threw in a free promo. I'm about to hit him up, be like, yo, this shit, y'all owe me some money. There's no free promo on my stream. Yeah, I'm gonna get premium. I had to take off ad blocker. Now they're doing this. All right, yo.
FX, let's
Good
go.
night,
Oh,
everybody.
bro.
I'm gonna have to
Good
get a
night, good night,
premium.
bro.
See, no premium tonight. Can't afford it with tonight's profits. Gonna have to wait for tomorrow's profits. Good night, everybody.
اه يا احمد